Hello everyone and welcome to Lipnox VR. Today I'm talking about a relatively new and free game that has made me laugh more than any game I've played in a long time. This is called Pop Quest Adventure, and it is just unreal. So this game perfectly blends fast-paced, constant shooting and platforming types of gameplay, while at the same time blending comedy with it. Some of the lines that these characters say are just hilarious. The creator, Jake, has done an amazing job with this game. I have had so much fun playing it, but I'm going to take you on the adventure. You're seeing the adventure right now. Basically, the game has this mechanic where you have propellers that sort of guide you, and you sort of point and press the propeller and you go that way. And because you got propellers, it makes sense. The controllers vibrate, so you really feel like the propellers are a real thing. But the thing that really gets me for this game more than anything is the comedy and how just on the nose it is. You can shoot the sun, you can shoot everything. When you shoot the dog, she gets upset at the start there, you saw that. But it has so many clever moments where you can just think you're breaking the game, but it knows that you're going to do this and gives a line to you for it, gives some voice recording, which is amazing. The voice acting in this game is truly awesome. But basically, our adventure at this point involves going forward and popping everything. If this is the game, if you have ADD, if you are bored by things, just play this game because it'll never stop giving you things to do. You're watching people talk, well, you can pop everything around them. If you pop them, it might delay the conversation a bit, but it's still pretty funny. And I mean, that's the name of the game with this. Comedy. Being funny. Being fun. And this game has all of those things. But basically, as we traverse through the game, you can actually shoot the loading screen too. It's pretty awesome. But as we traverse through the game, we are doing some slight puzzling, platforming things. But again, the puzzles, they're kind of on the nose. So when you're doing the puzzles, you know, You'll see. I'm going to show this off. This is actually, so it's a demo technically, so it's only about 20 minutes long, and if you speed run it, you can get it done in like 15 or less potentially, but it is something that you got to experience. The colors are amazing. But anyways, yes, we're doing puzzles to an extent. So in this game, a puzzle is essentially like go through the maze. Well, you can just pop the entire maze and get through it. So that's the puzzles in this kind of game. It's very hilarious and very funny, but it lets you experiment at the same time, which I super love. But the game gives off the same kind of vibe that Conker's Bad Fur Day kind of gave off.
You popped it. Smart one, airhead.
And I hope that the creator that made this project takes it in that darker adult territory more. Maybe that's just because that's what I want to see, but I think they could find a good blend in the same way that movies like Shrek do, or a lot of the animated movies do today. They always have a couple jokes that you're like, whoa, is that too much? And then you realize, well, the kids aren't going to get that. I will say when the characters tell me to go pop myself, that seems pretty obvious what they're talking about. But the thing about Pop Quest Adventure is that it has such simplistic everything and then adds this layer of comedy. But I have a big thing with VR games, and I've always said this: when you nail the core experience that is fun, everything else falls into place. And I think the creator said, okay, we got the propeller things, we got the balloons, we're gonna pop things. This is enough right here. He adds in the witty humor, which is extremely funny a lot of the time, and he creates an experience that is so unique to itself, because a lot of VR games really don't focus on comedy. There's a few, I will admit, but for the most part, there isn't that many. And when we started with VR, there was a game job simulator, which I'm sure everyone knows about or might have played. And it kind of had that kind of simple, fun, cutesy kind of vibe, but with the comedy. And it seemed weird to me that that trend never continued. And I think that this is a perfect example of like, yeah, let's do that. I mean, I remember playing Accounting Plus is another great example of these kind of simplistic, extremely fun, mess with it kind of games. But I would definitely say that Quest needs more of these things, and I hope this game reaches its completion because I want to play the rest of it. I don't want to spoil everything that happens in this game, so I'm going to try to not go too much longer on this, but I really stress that you guys need to check this one out. It's just so much fun. The creator has done a great job to make this just an entertaining, fun experience, and there's variety, and there's things that make it a platforming game, but it's relatively extremely easy, basically. So I feel like I'm rambling now. I just really wanted to say how much I love this game, and I'm going to give a big thank you to Jay Bratt for showing me this game I do a podcast with him, the Full Dive Gaming Podcast.
Pop Quest Adventure is the title, and
we could have done a whole podcast on this one. We could have done a whole podcast on this one.
And we had a great time just chatting and laughing about this game. But the first time I played this game, I was completely laughing out loud. I couldn't help myself because I didn't know what I was walking into. And it makes me a little disappointed that, I'm making a video and I'm kind of spoiling that experience in a way. But I really want this to get made. I want this to keep happening. And if I don't make a video, no one knows it exists. I like to recommend things I like on here, and this is definitely a game that I love, and it's free. So download Pop Quest Adventure, and if you like it, leave a review, and let's give the developer some support and encouragement to get them finish this project, because so far it is awesome. And it looks crisp in the headset. Again, the voice acting's awesome, the sound's awesome. It's just generally a great game. If I were to go with the negatives, okay, you can't technically change the comfort. There is a thing that comes up while you're flying sometimes, that a little bit of the comfort window thing, and you unfortunately are snap turning. So I like smooth turning. But other than those two small things, there's really very little I can complain about this. It is just a fun experience. I've played through it multiple times, and it was almost more fun the second time in the gameplay sense. I mean, the surprises of comedy were definitely not there, but I think if the developer can come up with a several-hour experience, this would be well worth your time and money, and I hope that he does that. And I hope that you go on there and check out this shorter experience they've come out with, and give it a try and leave it a review. Thank you guys so much for watching, and also make sure you check out the Full Dive Gaming Podcast, because I do all sorts of stuff over there. I'm a lot more active over there in the past little while, but try to be more active on here. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day, and keep enjoying VR, keep enjoying the Quest games, and keep checking out this channel. I'm going to have tons of new videos you're going to love, and I'm always really supportive of you guys watching my content, leaving comments, and if you got any other hidden gems or something like this I should be checking out, leave a comment down below and let me know. And if you liked the video or liked the game, let me know your thoughts down below as well. I'm out of here. Have a good one.